So we are live right now.
Looks like we're live. I can't see if we have people in here yet. I guess we can open the chat. Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like we're live. Happy New Year, everybody. I don't know if it's too late to say that. Thank you very much for joining HeyGen's first webinar of the year. As you know, today is going to focus on the video translation feature that we have, in particular, what our new precision model adds in terms of improvements. My name is Justin Witkoff, and I head up product marketing here at HeyGen, and I'm joined by Oni, who leads our video translation production on the product side of things.
Hey all, yeah, thank you so much for joining this webinar. Let's go through our presentation. Shall I share my screen or should we wait for more attendees?
Let's check with James. All right, Oni, let's kick it off.
Awesome. So this tab, share the window. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Video translation precision improvements. Speakers, Justin, Oni, and yeah, let me go through the agenda. What will we cover in today's session: audio and video dubbing, overview of new precision engine. We have now two engines, speed and precision. I'll go through each one of them. Tips to improve video translation in your content creation workflow, real world uses, and a live demo. Okay, audio and video dubbing. If you click on create video and click on translate a video, you would see two different options, audio and video dubbing. Previously, when people wanted to translate video, they use subtitle, but now they can translate their audio and also they can translate with lip sync. So audio dubbing is translating your audio and video dubbing is translating your video, hyper-realistic translation with lip sync and preserving your voice and accent. How it works? So I'll demo it after my presentation, but it's easy. If you have YouTube link or if you have your video, you can just like click on create video, click on translate video, select one of the options, audio or video dubbing, upload the video or add your YouTube link there. Then you can select your target language, up to 10 languages at the same time. And then it would take, and you can click on generate. It would take normally 4 minutes to 12 minutes for 1 minute video. So you should wait and you will get the result after that. We have another feature which we call it proofread or edit and review. And in that case, if you click on edit and review, you would get your input transcription and target language transcription, so you can adjust your translation and you can adjust the audio, adjust the speed of the speech, and even the voice engine behind the models, behind the translation. Speed versus precision. So if you open our video dubbing model, you would see translation engine and precision engine. What is a speed engine? So this speed is perfect for quick updates, daily posting, or when turnaround time matters more than scene level nuance. And what I mean by this is In speed translation, we do lip sync, we do audio, we preserve your accent, we preserve your voice, but it might be, but the quality of the lip sync might be for good and best for heads without too much movement. When your head like is moving, or you have wide angles, or you have like multi speaker in your video, we have our precision engine. Precision engine handles multiple speakers, occlusion, hands or objects crossing faces, scene aware timing, gender correct translations, and tone appropriate wording. So basically, precision is context aware. It watches your video. It understands if there is text in your video, or if there is anything in your video that might affect your translation. And it also really good at lip sync. And language versus locales. So something that happens, and always our users they ask is, what is the difference between like these languages? Or like sometimes they're saying like English, Spanish, German, and sometimes they're saying English, US, Spanish, Mexico, German, Germany. So what's the difference? We call these languages and we call these locales. For languages, our focus is core element like emotions, similarity, and naturalness. For locales, our focus is more on accent consistency. So it depends on your use case. If your use case is naturalness and emotion and similarity, you should use our languages, so without parentheses. But if you want to like preserve the accent and have this accent consistency, you need to use our locales. Use cases, Justin.
Yeah, thanks very much, Oni. So, HeyGen, for everyone listening, obviously, HeyGen is primarily known for our digital avatars, what we call digital twins. We have a new 15-second creation flow, so now you can create one in as little as 15 seconds. What really doesn't get enough attention, and the real impetus for why Oni and I wanted to have this webinar today, especially to kick off the year, is that video translation at HeyGen is genuinely best in class. We translate, as Oni just mentioned, we have those two different modes, and we translate into 175 different languages and dialects. No one else in the market does this, and no one else does it as quickly or as accurately. So I know Oni and I worked a lot on this coming into the new year, on these products, bringing them to market, making sure that the language that we used and the product functionality really matched the use cases of what our users needed. So we're very glad that we have people here to watch this, and we're very hopeful that people leave this session excited to go use video translation in your day-to-day workflows. And so I want to show, we have more than a few examples, but I want to show, or we wanted to show rather, a few examples of how customers, whether it's major corporations or knowledge entrepreneurs, knowledge-based creators, like probably many of you watching here today, are using it to increase their efficiency in their business workflows, increase their output, and ultimately capture more customers. So, Oni, if you wouldn't mind driving, first we'll talk about Trivago. So, Trivago, as everyone here may know, it's a global travel company. A global travel platform. It operates across 190 different countries. They have 53 localized sites. They have apps that are in 31 languages, and the primary growth channel for them is TV advertising across the globe. So the way that they decided to use HeyGen is that Trivago uses HeyGen's text-to-speech along with our voice translation to localize those TV ads in-house. So rather than having one brand spokesperson who can only speak one language and having to pay outside sources to translate it, they now have one brand spokesperson who speaks every language authentically without any reshoots or external dubbing. So before we show a video of how, we have two examples actually of how they're using it. The real challenge that they had was they needed to launch these TV ads across 30 different markets. Again, each with a different language, different dialects. But what's very important for major corporations or even knowledge-based creators who are just starting their businesses is brand consistency. You don't want to have things that sound different. You don't want to have people that speak differently. Images need to be the same, but in general, you need uniformity as you're scaling your business. And so after testing several different generative AI platforms, they ultimately found that HeyGen consistently delivered the highest quality voice translation for their needs. So let's show you guys a quick, we have 2 videos to show. We'll probably just show maybe 15 seconds of the first one, then we'll go into the second.
Sure. Let me know if you can hear the sound.
Yeah. Actually, we cannot hear the sound.
Okay, cool. Let me, I think I need to share my tab. Just 1 second. Here.
And while Oni does this, remind everyone, please submit your comments. We'll have a Q&A session at the end.
Awesome. Let's try this right now.
Yeah.
J'étais là, sur le point de tout résoudre.
T'essaies encore de trouver un meilleur prix pour cet hôtel?
Il est parfait pour nos vacances et j'y suis presque.
Utilise Trivago. Trivago compare instantanément les prix d'hôtels de centaines de sites. Pour que tu n'aies pas à faire tout ça.
Wow, on pourrait économiser 50 $ par nuit.
Affaire classée. Un hôtel? Trivago.
Awesome. So if you're listening, that is perfect French. Trivago is actually a German-based company. So that's just one example of how they were able to take an ad that was initially filmed in German and translate it seamlessly across multiple characters for a TV spot that they placed in France. So that's a more corporate example, but for many of the people watching, you're probably not quite at the scale of Trivago yet. So let's show you just one more, a more localized version from Trivago of how you can use it in your day-to-day. So very quickly, this is going to be just like you see on screen, one in English, one in French. So maybe we watch 10 seconds of each one of these.
Searching for your ideal hotel? Do you have tons of tabs open because every site has a different price for the same room? Well, Trivago does all the work for you and instantly compares prices.
Now, before you start this one, so please thanks, Oni. Please pay close attention to how his mouth actually moves. And hopefully there are some native French speakers, I speak French myself, hopefully you'll be able to notice that it looks nearly perfect in terms of how his mouth is structured along with what you're hearing.
À la recherche de l'hôtel idéal? Pas facile quand chaque site propose un prix différent pour la même chambre, n'est-ce pas? Justement, Trivago se charge de comparer pour vous les prix de centaines de sites de réservation. Fini les longs.
All right, perfect. So again, we have somebody monitoring the chat. So please feel free to submit your questions. Don't feel like I'm ignoring them if I don't respond. In tow, we're going to have a Q&A at the end. But thank you for submitting that. So the next example that we're going to show is, again, probably more in line with a lot of the people watching. Let's go to the next. So Happy Cats. So Happy Cats is run by a woman named Anneleen. It's a Belgian-based education platform founded by a certified cat behaviorist, which, yes, evidently is a real thing. So her mission is simple. She wants to make cats happier worldwide through science-backed education. So this is one woman. She's a solo founder, but she has global ambition. She has limited time and production capacity. And if you've gone through this use case yourself, traditional filming can be exhausting. That's the main use case for HeyGen. But when you have to start doing multiple takes in multiple languages, if you don't speak multiple languages, it's very difficult to do so. So a single 10-minute video could take hours, days, or weeks if you're really just a one-person shop trying to scale your business globally. So,
I'm here. I just turned.
Okay. All right, cool. Oni's here. Oni's still here. Oni's the brains of the operation. So when she started with HeyGen, she was initially worried that it might feel a bit robotic. And instead, what she found is that the voice, tone, and pronunciation felt natural, and discovering avatar video was a real turning point for her business. So there's actually one of our favorite quotes here at HeyGen from a customer. And what Anneleen said afterwards is, there's an era before HeyGen and an era after. It made my mission scalable. So let's just take a few seconds and look at a video that she translated from, I believe it was from Dutch into French.
Vous, en tant que propriétaire, devez être prévisible. Demandez à votre chat de manière appropriée si elle veut un contact avec vous et respecter sa réponse. Ce que vous devez apprendre à votre chat, c'est que tout ce qu'elle fait, en termes de contact avec vous, est complètement prévisible.
So what I was looking very closely at on the screen, and I hope that you at home are watching the same, is her mouth movements. Particularly when she said réponse, she moved her mouth the way that you would say that in French. If anyone here speaks Dutch and speaks French, they're radically different languages. And so it's really incredible what we're able to do with HeyGen, both with our speed and our precision models. So after using HeyGen, she has a 56 video course. It's now multilingual in French, German, Italian, Russian, Hungarian, Japanese, and Chinese. So that's one script. That's one script that becomes many videos translated repeatedly with no reshoots. So she writes, uploads, translates, revises all in one place. In her own words, production is now 5 times faster. And that's really who, when Oni and I are building out these products, putting together our messaging, that's really who we're focused on, is those knowledge-based creators, really those solo shops that are trying to scale their business, but don't have the time, don't have the resources. That's what we're here to help with. So we have one more example, which is one of my favorite websites, which is Coursera. So everyone here is probably familiar. If you're not, Coursera is one of the world's largest online learning platforms. They have over 100 million customers. They have thousands of courses. They partner with leading universities across the globe. They partner with companies to lead trainings. And their mission is simple. It's universal access to high quality education. So Coursera, painting that picture, massive audience, people all over the world, people who are here specifically to learn, which means that the language and the messaging needs to be clearer than on any other platform. So the challenge that they had is that as they started to expand globally, localization became critical. Text and audio translation scaled well, but video didn't necessarily. So translating instructor-led video while preserving that tone, that emotion, and that lip sync like we talked about, very expensive, very complicated to do at scale. So for the CTO, Mustafa, the magic moment came, the turning point came when the team saw a translated video with perfect lip sync that still felt human. It no longer felt like dubbing. It felt like the same instructor, just in another language. And in their own words, this isn't just a tool, it's a platform for scaling learning without losing emotion. So ultimately, what they were able to accomplish was a 40% increase in watch time in localized regions, a 25% increase in course completion rates, and scalable video localization, as we've mentioned, without reshoots or external production. So let's just take a moment to watch what their CTO, Mustafa, had to say.
I'm Mustafa, I'm the CTO at Coursera. I lead the engineering team and also help lead the AI efforts at Coursera to drive learning experiences at scale. As CTO at Coursera, I work very closely with my team to build a lot of the technology that is delivering these learning experiences at scale. We're using generative AI to do that, to really scale our personalization efforts, remove language barriers, and deliver learning outcomes at scale. Also, there is a lot of recommendations and personalization infrastructure that we're building because we want to truly personalize the experience for all our learners across the globe. The ability to take static content and deliver immersive content that's really tied to the instructor's emotions and teaching styles is only possible using videos. And now with AI and video, what you can do is translate that same video content into different native experiences. And so what that does is really helps us reach learners globally, which is what we want to do. We were not really able to translate video. We started with only text. And so being able to do that across our different content types, and video is a huge part of our library, as you can imagine. We always thought that we could use AI to translate content. We've done that with text translations. But we never thought that we could make those videos look authentic and carry the instructor's emotions and preserve them throughout the video. We always thought that translation, especially doing it for videos at scale, is going to be really expensive. So, we would either need to invest a lot of time in building some technology that's able to do this, or we would have to hire a lot of video production services to be able to roll this out. So when the team was able to build this in a matter of few sprints or few weeks, that was only possible when we used HeyGen and we saw that this looks very natural, this looks really high quality, and something that our instructors would be proud of, as well as our learners would be able to absorb content to drive learning outcomes. We were surprised about how fast we can get to this kind of scale. Surprisingly intuitive content. Quality was higher than expected, especially surprised by how it was able to conserve the emotions of the speaker, and the lip sync felt very natural. We saw two metrics move which were very meaningful. One was watched video time, which increased by about 40%. And then we also saw completion rates go up by 25%. This showed us that it's not just delivering more efficient learning experiences, but it's also leading to better outcomes. HeyGen's high quality capabilities around lip sync, voice dubbing, and doing that at scale for videos has been something that we really like, because we are able to use that to solve for Coursera's mission, which is delivering learning experiences worldwide. The key initiative at Coursera is around AI dubbing that HeyGen has enabled. And the key parts of AI dubbing that we leveraged HeyGen for was voice cloning and lip sync. It was amazing to see how HeyGen is able to do that at scale as well. Because we were able to roll it out for a lot of different courses in a lot of different languages. The magic moment for us was when we first saw the instructor video that was dubbed with lip sync and also preserving their emotions in the video. That's when we realized that this technology can be really game changing for us to be able to deliver personalized learning experiences to our learners worldwide. When we started with just one video and saw the impact that this technology can have on personalizing video experiences, that really made us believe on how we can scale this. The second is this technology is moving so fast, and I feel like HeyGen is also advancing so quickly. It's hard to believe what can be possible, so it's always good to prototype a few things, try things out to see how it can fit well with your product or your experience.
All right, cool.
You know what's priceless? A
En tant que
smile.
propriétaire,
Great. So that's one of our favorite customer testimonial videos. While that was happening, Oni and I were reviewing some of the questions you guys have been submitting. But before we get into those, now we've talked about video translation, we've talked about speed, we've talked about precision, we've gone through some customer examples. But why don't we give the driving wheel to our product manager and show you how we can actually do it in real time. So with that, I'll give it back to Oni.
Awesome. Let me stop sharing and share another tab. Cool. So to start with video translation, you can hover over this create button, hover over the translate a video, and you will see two different options, video dubbing and audio dubbing. You also can access to feature from this menu, apps, all apps, and you can find translate video here, and both video dubbing and audio dubbing. So let's start with video dubbing. You can upload your video here, or you can add your YouTube link. So for this session, I want to select one of the Lex Friedman short clips. So I just add the YouTube link here, or I can just upload the video and click on submit. It's good to go to next step. So you have two different options, as I mentioned, speed and precision. Speed is fast, reliable, and is really good for daily posting or quick updates. It has really good high quality with lip sync and with audio. And precision is our latest engine that helps with more accurate lip sync. The model is context aware, so it understands what exists inside your video. It's really good with occlusion. It's really good with side profiles, and when your hand, for example, is in front of your face, or when your your head has too much movement, or when you have multi-speaker in your video, or when you have a side profile face. And after selecting the best engine, you can select your target language here. you would have these languages, which is our main language, or we call it tier 1. And you have other languages and accent, which we call it locales. As I mentioned, the first tier, which is tier 1 languages, are more natural, and our focus is more on naturalness and preserving the emotion. And these tier 2 languages, they are more for preserving the accent. So I can select one of the languages, or like, a couple of languages here, and I can click on translate. I have advanced settings here. In advanced settings, you can select your source language. We automatically detect your source language. So in my opinion, you don't need to do that. You can just like select your target language and that's it. You have some advanced options here. Allow dynamic duration. So I could see one question regarding the difference between a duration of input video and output video. So there's a difference. Dynamic duration helps with the quality of the video. So it improves the quality by adjusting the video lengths. So if you want to preserve your video lengths, you need to turn this setting off. So your input and output video would be the same in terms of duration. You have the lip sync option. You can turn this off or on. You have the remove background sound. You have the output to if you turn this on, we preserve your input video resolution up to 4K. If you select multiple languages and if you turn this create collection on, what would happen is we create a folder of your translation, and you would have access to multilingual video player. So you can enable captions here if you want, and you can enhance your voice. Enhanced voice option may reduce similarity to the original voice, but enhance voice quality to sound closer to studio level. So if you want to keep the similarity, you should turn this off. Or you can just ignore our advanced setting and just like do the quick translate, select a couple of target language, upload your video or add your YouTube link, and click on translate. I can do this right now. And as you can see, now I have a collection of my video plus a source video here. And now my video is processing. The experiment clip was around 4 minutes. So I think it would take around 16 minutes for each video to be processed. We are processing these in parallel. So after 16 minutes, you would have your result here ready. Let me go to the projects. As you can see, the folder is here. There's a loading badge that shows the video is in progress. I already translated a couple of these experiment videos, so let's watch one of these.
Ne pêchent pas vraiment. Et on sait ça parce que nos pisteurs indigènes et nos rangers trouvent leur campement. Et donc, ils trouvent certaines de ces petites structures en chaume.
So basically this one, I used our precision model because the speaker had side profile or had like too much head movement, and also his hand was like, moving in front of his face. So I used our precision model. If you want to see the original, here's the original.
Core. So you think they cook the meat?
I mean, they have to be cooking their meat from a parasite standpoint.
So now if I switch to German, for example,
of the year, because everything is wet to it.
I think it's still in original. Sorry.
Kochen schon wegen der Parasiten.
Wegen allem.
Sie kochen Fleisch.
Sicher.
Wir sehen, dass Sie es gekocht haben. Wissen Sie, es gibt nicht viele Beeren im Überfluss. Dinge wie Beeren, Nüsse und Früchte, da sind die Affen, Vögel und Fledermäuse zuerst dran.
Awesome. So you have your video translation here. You can click on download. You can download it. You have advanced settings. You can download it without caption. You have the caption option. You can just like download the caption, or you can download the audio. If I click back, also in the folder that you create a collection, you can download all the videos at the same time. You can include audio and captions all within one zip file. So that's about the video translation output. let me talk about Proofread. So as you could see in video dubbing, I added a video and I clicked on target language and I click on translate, right? So this time, if I click on review and edit, we create a proofread for you. So there is one step before you get the output, and that's the proofread. So when you click on this, we generate these projects for you. So I already generated one. So let's open one of these. So you can see your input transcription here, and you can see your output transcription here as well. So you can just adjust it if you are not happy with the result, if you think like a couple of words needs to be improved, if you're not happy with the speed of the speech, you can adjust the length of the audio track. So this is the original one. In a preview, you can adjust the audio track, or like you can move it, and then based on your adjustment, you can preview it, and if you're happy with the result, you can click on generate and you can get your output inside our Proofread studio. So it depends on use case, but for professional users that want to get the best result out of our Proofread, so they always rely on these like edits to get the best output. So you can also add more languages to your Proofread projects from this menu as well. It takes a couple of times to process the new edits, so I'll skip this for now. Let me go back. So yeah, so that was the video dubbing. Audio dubbing. So audio dubbing has the same flow. You can upload your video here, you can select your target language, but this time in audio dubbing, we only translate the audio and we don't translate the lip sync, because some of the videos they don't have any face inside the video. It's just like just like audio, or like sometimes when your video is like we had one user that he was streaming and his face was pretty small in a corner of his video, and so lip sync doesn't make sense in that case. So he just wanted to translate the audio. You can use this menu, and you have also advanced options for audio dubbing as well. You can allow dynamic duration, you can remove the background sound, you can select all of these options. That was the demo that I wanted to present.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Oni. While you've been walking us through that, I've been reviewing some of the questions that have been coming in. I seem to close out of my screen. A moment. All right. So just so everyone here knows, while Oni and I are speaking to you, we have a team of people who are reviewing your questions and relaying them to us in real time. So what we're going to do our best to do is answer those questions here. If we can't answer them, we may ask you to email support, in which case someone else will reach out. Alternatively, we have all of the emails from every question you've submitted. So either Oni, myself, or support will reach out to you afterwards if we don't properly address your question here or exhaust those previous options. So the first question that we have is, when translating audio only, no lip sync, will the precision mode still analyze the video visually to improve quality? I can attempt to answer that, Oni, and you can fill me in the blanks. If I'm understanding correctly, if you're asking about if it improves the visual quality outside of the user's mouth, then no. What our video translation software is doing is focusing specifically on those mouth movements to make sure that the lip sync, oh, sorry, you're saying no lip sync. I'm translating audio only. In that case, it still wouldn't be improving the visual quality. It would be specifically focused on translating your language with the highest level of accuracy. Yeah, I think that's about right, Oni.
Yes, it is right.
So yeah, again, as Oni just showed, well, I think this question came in before we showed our audio only, or audio dubbing, video dubbing. as you just saw, you have the option to do one or the other. If it's video, it's going to be more focused on the language and lip sync. If it's audio, it's just making sure that your users are hearing your language as you intended to. Second question is, we have about 30 to 60-minute videos for our school. We want to translate them. They're already done by a human teacher. Are we able to translate them all in about 5 different languages? Do we need to buy anything extra? We have a Teams subscription. So right now, and spoiler alert, this actually is changing partially today. And we have more changes to our pricing and packaging in the next couple of weeks, which are exciting. But for what's currently out, we have a free tier, a creator tier, a business tier, and enterprise. So if you need to translate 30 different videos that are 30 to 60 minutes, you're going to need to be either on HeyGen for Business, which actually just launched today for this exact use case. So our product lead on that's going to be very excited. Or enterprise. I don't think you need enterprise if it's only 30 videos. But with HeyGen for Business, you'll have unlimited video generation. So it'll tell you that if you want to use speed or precision, that precision is 2x cost. But if you're on our HeyGen for Business account, you'll have access to unlimited videos. And so that won't impact your credits. So if you are on a creator plan right now, the person who asked this question, as of today, we announced we are rolling out HeyGen for Business. I encourage you to go to our website and look at that plan. That plan is going to be the best for what you need. Another one. I have a lot of issues translating English to Italian when there are two people in the video. The allocations of the speech to the right actor does not seem to go right. Any tips? So I have two different interpretations of this question and two different answers based on that question, or based on those interpretations. If you're asking how to ensure that both actors go from speaking English to Italian, that a HeyGen translation is a perfect product for you. As Oni just showed, you can take your video, upload it, and the language will become uniform across the board. If, however, you're asking, how do we ensure that you're translating one actor versus the other? And Oni, please feel free to fill in the blank on this one. I don't believe that we currently have the capability to do that. It may be something that we look into in the future. But right now, our translation focuses are on uniform translation. So all from English to German, all from German to Spanish, from Spanish to Japanese, and et cetera. Oni, are you aware of any way to have two different actors speak two different languages?
Not for now, we don't support like two different languages, but another interpretation of this question would be like if you have like multiple speakers in your video and they're like, they're speaking and there is a rapid speaker changes in your video. So we always suggest to avoid rapid speaker changes, and fewer speakers lead to better results. So if you're like speakers, they have like overlaps, it would be pretty hard for AI to turn the speech into text and then translate it. We are experimenting with the latest models, and we are trying to solve that issue as much as possible. But yeah, rapid speaker changes would reduce the quality of the translation.
Okay, great. And I believe, thanks for that, Oni. I believe that we have best practices on our website for voice translation. I believe we do. After this call, I'm actually going to go, I will go review them and make sure that they're up to date. And if they aren't there, then we're going to generate one for you guys.
I want to also add this. If you want to like get the best result, you can use the proofread. So using the proofread and adjusting the like tracks in your project would fix the issue. But if you're using our creator plan or free plan and you don't have access to proofread, we always suggest to avoid rapid speaker changes.
Yes, it's a good note. It is a good note. So moving on to the next question that we have, how do you ensure that HeyGen translates and pronounces nuances? So I'm going to give this one back to Oni. Feel free to give as much of the engineering artistry under the hood for them as you feel comfortable.
Awesome. So we have a brand glossary. Let me share my screen. Stop sharing screen and share tab. So something that we are offering to our users is in brand kit, you would have access to brand glossary. In brand glossary, you can set some pronunciation. So you can just like add your input word, original word, and the word behavior here. You can preview it. You can have a translations tab which you can force translate or don't translate. That also helps to improve the quality of the translation. Previously we had a tone option, so you could add a prompt before translating a video, and we also use your prompt. But according to our experiment, we could see those prompts couldn't improve the quality of the translation and those nuance that much. So I offer to use our force translate, which is a list of words you wish to translate into a specific word regardless of the languages. And don't translate is add product name and like brand phrases that should always stay as is. And for pronunciation, if for example you want your original word behave differently, you can use our pronunciation tab. And in your create, translate a video and video dubbing flow, if you add your video here, you can select your brand glossary from this menu. So in advanced tab, you can select the brand glossary, you can select your target language, and you click on translate, and we use your settings and preference to translate your video.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I thought we were going till if we had another 18 minutes. It turns out that we have about 3 minutes left. So if we didn't address your question on this call, you have one of two options. One, if you're looking for an immediate response, go ahead and take the question that you submitted to us and email support@heygen.com to have our support team reach out. And as I mentioned earlier, if not, then we will individually reach out to all of you. We have your emails. Your questions are important. Your attendance is important. And these are actually really great questions that are going to help us better inform the product in the future. So thank you for submitting them. In these closing minutes, I want to say thank you for attending our voice translation product update. This has been a really helpful exercise, I think, for myself and Oni. I'm excited to chat about this offline, particularly informed by a lot of these questions. For everyone here, if you're interested in watching it again, we're going to post the webinar replay to the HeyGen community events page by the end of the day. And we're going to invite you to take our short survey so we can make continued improvements to these webinars moving forward. We do these webinars. If this is your first time attending, HeyGen does these webinars once a month on different subjects. And those subjects are informed by a few different things, whether we have new products coming out, whether we have a particular area that our community is focused on and has questions on, or if we have features that we feel like just aren't getting enough attention and they're really great, and we want to get them out into the world. I personally, being the product marketer here at HeyGen, I want to give a bit of a teaser. So keep an eye on HeyGen socials over the next couple of weeks, in particular next week. We have some very cool things coming out that are going to make it even easier for you to generate video, generate it without a studio, generate it without a production team. So over the next 4 weeks, we have some really amazing products that we're shipping. And starting today, as I mentioned before, HeyGen for Business is now live. So if you didn't feel like the plan that you were on before was suiting your needs, whether you were paying too much or just the capabilities weren't there for you, we have been working tirelessly to put together a team that is best suited for our knowledge-based creator audience, which is how we describe most people on this call. So from me, thank you very much for joining. Oni, do you have any closing remarks?
Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy video translation feature.
Yes, thank you guys very much. And as always, feel free to please do submit your questions hereafter, not even just after this webinar. Any questions you have on the product, our team reviews all of them, and we make product decisions based on user feedback. So you are as much a part of HeyGen as we are. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.